Hello and welcome to His School for Teachers. My name is Dee Dee Chin, and I would like to introduce you to a well-known and well-loved book by Harry and Rosemary Wong. It's called The First Days of School. This book has helped many teachers to set up their classroom in practical and effective ways that help teachers to have a really good school year. I hope that you hear many great tips from this book. While you listen to the PowerPoints, you can open up the worksheet that goes along with the course. Enjoy.
The first days of school are the most important days of the whole school year. It's not the special unit you prepared on your favorite topic. It's not the final exams. What you do on the first days of the new school year will totally change how the rest of the year unfolds. These slides explain some of the main ideas from this book that you can easily put into practice. Everyone can pick up some great tips from this book. Are you willing to try some new ideas? It's no good simply reading or watching a video. To grow as a teacher, you must make changes, and small changes count. Remember, your success during the school year will be determined by what you do on the first days of school.
Are you willing to make changes in your classroom? Let me ask you a few questions. Do your kids have good discipline? Do they obey class rules? Do they respect other kids in the room? Do they do their work? Do they listen when you speak?
It's your responsibility as the teacher to create an environment where students can learn. No excuses. It's the teacher who's in charge. The teacher knows the kids. The teacher makes the rules. The teacher creates the learning environment. The teacher's calm, professional, and respectful. The teacher has control so that students can learn. Here are some helpful tips for your first days of school. First, put a sign on your door that tells students they've found the correct room. It feels awkward to go to a new place and meet a new teacher, and it feels totally embarrassing to walk into the wrong room. Putting your name and subject on the door helps students to enter with confidence. Meet your students. Stand at the door and welcome them in. Smile for every student. Give them a big smile with a warm and friendly hello. This is definitely not the time to be reading your notes. Tell students to enter quietly, tell them where to sit, have an activity ready for them to do while they're waiting for all the students to sit down, such as writing the answers to questions you give them, to introduce themselves. It's a mistake to allow a student to enter the room incorrectly. All these things show your students that you take an interest in them and set your expectations. Make sure your first request is effective. Your students also want to meet you. You have an opportunity to earn their respect in the way you introduce yourself. What are the most important things you can tell them about your experience, why you teach, and your interests? Get kids excited about learning by telling them what they can look forward to. And remember, keep it short. How can you help your students to trust you? The answer is simple. Be friendly, caring, and loving at all times. But you also aren't their friend. You're a teacher and a role model. By being caring and organized and in control, your students will trust you. The result is they will behave better and learn better. Like it or not, students talk, and you will have a reputation. Now that you've met each other, the next big question that students want answered is to know, what will I be doing this year? If you want students to be motivated, speak with enthusiasm about your class. Make it sound interesting. Tell them what they'll be learning through the year. The textbook is not the curriculum. The skills and knowledge students will learn from the textbook is your curriculum. Tell them about special units or projects. Students enjoy learning and they want to be knowledgeable and smart. Let them know how your class is going to help them. Be a salesman and gain their attention. Grades are a big part of students' lives. Good grades are encouraging to the children and they please parents. Make sure your grading is carefully recorded to let you see students' results and their progress. You need to record attendance, grades, and a running total. Tell your students how you will grade them. Tell them what happens if work is missing, late, or done poorly. Explain how students will know your expectations. Assignments must always be set with clear directions and a rubric so children can understand your grade. Have a discipline plan. The most effective schools have a well-ordered environment. Create a poster for your wall that tells students your classroom rules. Your list of rules should be simple and memorable. Although the rules that you choose should fit in with the school as a whole, you can set your own rules. 3 to 5 is enough to be memorable and to state your main values. You can teach smaller rules later. Rules set limits and create a safe environment where students can learn without fear. When dealing with students, rules must have consequences and rewards. Some students know they can break certain rules because the result is predictable. Nothing happens. Students will test your rules and they must know the consequences. Write them down. Students who break your rules are choosing these consequences. Discipline with actions, not with your mouth, and make your behavior predictable and consistent. Tell students the rewards or positive consequences for good behavior, such as earning free time. The best reward, though, is the satisfaction of a job well done. Procedures give clear directions and tell students how you want to get things done. Good procedures make your classroom efficient. They create order and routines and keep from confusion and wasting time. A smooth running class is the responsibility of the teacher, and it's the result of the teacher's ability to teach procedures. Teach procedures as you need them, not all at once, and it may take you most of the first week. All procedures need practice. Do you know the procedure for quieting a class in 15 seconds or less? It can be done easily. Stand in front of the class and raise your hand. Students should look at you, be quiet, be still, put things down, and listen. Teach the procedure. If students don't follow it, practice it again. Expect students to follow every time. Another procedure is for when students need your help. It's important that students don't call out and interrupt the class. Students can simply hold up fingers to show what kind of help they need. Then you can quietly respond without disrupting the class. Dismissal at the end of the day is another important part of your class order. When the bell goes, do students just get up and leave, even if you're in the middle of a sentence? Teach them the procedure. They may pack up when you dismiss the class. Be sure to finish on time. End your first class by stating your positive expectations for your students, such as, I truly believe in your potential, and I know that you have the ability to succeed. As you enter the class to start your school year, put these ideas into practice. As Dr. Harry Wong says, you can succeed if you learn how to be effective on the first days of school.
I hope you've enjoyed this book review of the first days of school. Now it's your turn to go and put the ideas into practice. I hope it goes well.